Title: The Truck That Carries Ghosts. Genre: Haunted thriller. Language: English. The night was thick with fog as Rajiv Mehta drove his 18-wheeler through the narrow road that cut through the dense forests of Madhya Pradesh. He had been a truck driver for over 20 years, delivering cargo from one corner of India to the other. Nothing scared him anymore, not thieves, not wild animals, not the isolation of dark highways. Or so he thought. It was well past midnight, and he was on his way to deliver a consignment of building materials to a remote village construction site. The forest was unusually quiet that night, no chirping of crickets, no rustling of leaves. Just silence. Heavy and pressing. As he turned a bend near a place locals called Bootgun, he saw 3 figures standing by the road, dressed in tattered clothes, 2 women and a man. One of the women, her hair cascading down like black ropes, raised her hand slowly. Rajiv slowed down. They didn't look like trouble. Maybe stranded villagers. He opened the door and called out, "Where to?" The woman stepped forward, her voice soft and strange. "We're going to Sandapur. Will you take us?" Rajiv hesitated. Sandapur was on his way. "Climb up the back," he said, pointing to the empty cargo space. "Just don't mess anything up." Without another word, they climbed in. The truck rumbled back into motion. But from the moment they boarded, things started changing. The temperature dropped drastically inside the cabin. Rajiv turned off the AC, but it didn't help. His hands began to shiver. Then came the whispers. Faint, as if just behind his ears. He looked into the side mirror. No one in the cargo space. Just shadows. A low thud echoed from the back. Then another. And then a blood-curdling wail. He slammed the brakes. He jumped down, flashlight in hand, and opened the cargo latch. No one. The truck bed was empty. Rajiv's heart began to race. "Is this a prank?" he shouted into the forest. But no one answered. He got back in the truck and sped off. Maybe he was hallucinating, he told himself. Maybe it was the fatigue. The next stop was a roadside dhaba. When he pulled in, the cook looked up from his stove and immediately froze. You came through Bootgun." Rajiv nodded. The cook's face turned pale. "You have to leave. Now." They must have already climbed in. "What are you talking about?" The cook took a deep breath. 20 years ago, a truck like yours crashed near that bend. A man and 2 women died in the fire. They were villagers trying to get to Sandapur. Since then, people say their spirits haunt that road. They look for trucks to carry them, but those who help them disappear, or worse. Rajiv scoffed. "Ghosts? Seriously?" The cook didn't smile. "A truck driver last month picked them up. His truck was found by the river, engine running. He was never found." Rajiv left in a hurry. The road ahead felt like it was swallowing his headlights. Every shadow moved. Every gust of wind sounded like a voice. Suddenly, he looked into the rear-view mirror. They were there. All 3 of them. Inside the cabin. Their eyes hollow. Their faces burnt. Rajiv screamed and swerved. The truck skidded and slammed into a tree. Metal twisted. Glass shattered. When Rajiv came to, he was still strapped in, blood trickling from his forehead. The cabin was empty. He staggered out and saw the truck engine was still running, but there was no cargo. No ghosts. Nothing. Only the faint echo of a woman's voice. "You said you'd take us to Sandapur." Rajiv ran. Left the truck behind. never drove again. Locals say the truck was found 3 days later, intact and clean, parked at the Sandapur village gate, though no one ever saw it arrive. And even now, they say, when the fog rolls in and the moon hides, that same truck can be heard rumbling through the night. Empty. Waiting for its next driver to carry the ghosts again.